Hey everyone, I'm here with Undertaker.
What's going on?
And we're going to be making a pig farm tutorial for you guys. Since we made a really good one on the iTzNightWolf server, and then since then improved on the spawning pads and made it so the pistons don't glitch out and all that shite. So we've come to this creative server. Just before we start, if you're going to make this, you're going to be pretty rich.
Oh yeah.
6 stacks of pistons, 6 stacks of repeaters, 6 stacks of pressure plates, 12 stacks of torches. Oh my god, these freaking
These gas are horrible.
I know, yeah, I'm turning the creature's hostile noises right off. Also, it might be good if you paid a visit to DocM77 channel and find out how to punch through bedrock, because otherwise getting above the nether is gonna be a right pain in the fucking rear, guys. Anyway, I'm gonna release.
It's definitely worth it.
Oh yeah, we got the gold. Yeah. But anyway, if you want to punch a hole through the nether and then get to this point and get a shitload of pistons together, you'll be good to go. But before we start, yeah, seriously, at least 6 stacks of pistons, a double chest of a building block, like a small chest of half slabs and like scaffolding material, like dirt, should we say? Something easy to mine up. But anyway, you want to get to the point where you made your nether portal near the ceiling of the nether. You punched a hole in the bedrock, following DocM's tutorial. Or the video where he did it on the Minecraft server. We'll get to that point. So what? So we need to find 50 blocks away from the portal, don't we?
Yep.
Because the problem is, if you make it too close to the portal, you get Pigman falling all over the fucking overworld. It's really crap. So where's the portal actually at? Just oh yeah. So we're probably best going west. West or north? Which way do you want to go? North will probably be easier.
North. All right.
So if you hit the white there, F3, you'll see the shit in the top left hand corner. Find which one's going. So we're Z is what, -246.
Yep.
It's going up, so 296 would be it. Let's go a few hundred. That'd be good enough, wouldn't it?
Good.
So yeah, you want to do the honors and make the tower up to build height? Right. I'll follow you with the ladder. So
alright.
So yeah, what Undertaker's doing right now, apart from not talking very much, I'm talking all over him. He's gonna make a tower going up to build height, which is what we're gonna need to do first. Because when you AFK this farm, you're gonna be right up. You want to be as far away from this bedrock as possible to cut out all the spawnable spaces below. So start with, you want to make a tower all the way up to build height. Bring a whole bunch of ladders with you. Ladder all the way up. I'm just gonna do that now, quick.
And I am there. What's taking you so long?
Placing ladders isn't easy. Hurry up, dude. These are fucking awkward. They keep leaving gaps and then OCD kicks in. So, okay, you've got to this point where you've reached the top. So this is build height. You can't build anything above this. And if you look at the top left-hand corner where my biome information normally is, you'll see it disappear after you get above build height. If you look at the second line up from the bottom, is back disappear. So this is build height. We've got to think about before we build. Planning is everything. Otherwise, you end up doing double work and it's a pain in the freaking ass. So we've got to think. The absolute roof of this thing is going to be half slab, so that's 1 block gone. And then you're going to have a piston, that's another block gone. And then you got like another block, which is essential for redstone, that's another block gone. And then you got another block, which is spawning pad, another block gone. So now we've got that sorted out, we can pretty much tower or bridge over using a junk block of some kind. So I suggest using dirt or something like that. Or like Undertaker's doing, if you use a lower half slab like this, go 25 blocks away from this point, you can actually stop any spawning going on. Yeah, you need to count, dude. It's essential. You're not showing a good example. But yeah, once you've got to this point, sort of bridge over about 25 blocks. What you need to do is
That's 25.
mobs won't spawn until you're 25 blocks away. Which obviously that's why we need to get 25 blocks away from our AFK point, which will become over there. So this is 25 blocks here, is it, Undertaker?
Yep.
So from this point, you need to come one more way, because it's obviously more than 25 blocks away. Using your jump block, you can basically start putting your spawn pad in. What should we use brick, do you think?
Sure. That's what I got in my inventory right now, so.
Yeah, where's the bricks? I need... Oh, no, you need to go up here, dude.
Go like that?
Yeah, go 32 blocks that way. So, what we're going to do, we're going to make this 32 blocks along, like we did before, but it's up to you how long you do it. You can do it 16 blocks if you want. Perhaps we should do 16 blocks, just because otherwise it's going to be a pig to build.
Okay.
I think 2, 3, 4.
That should be it there.
So for example, we're going to do 16 blocks, but to do the full farm, you're best off doing 32. And like I said, you have plenty of dirt blocks and stuff like that, because it's just to build the thing. You don't want to fall off like I just did. Fuck's sake.
I was like, where are you going?
Where are you going?
Come back here.
Bro, I can't build it without you.
Oh, I got this.
You're like, I can take over this tutorial. So, what we're going to do, we've got our spawning part blocks now, like we have here. We're going to have to get our redstone torches out. And we're going to run along the back here with our... because we're flying, it's going to be so much easier. But you can just sort of stand on top of the blocks, carefully place it down. Like, I would suggest if you're going to build this in one go, you'd leave at least 6 hours, do you think?
Yeah.
To build all this.
Yeah. It takes a while.
If you're on your own, it took us about 3 in a collaborative effort.
Yeah.
Over 2 nights, but so once you've done that, you want to place the next block on top of the redstone torch like that, and just run it all along there. At the same time, we could teach you a bit of redstone theory, I guess. Yeah. So basically, if you power a block like this, like it's going to be powered from this redstone torch below, place another torch behind it, it's going to invert the signal and turn that signal off. And that's basically what we're using to make this. What we're going to do, we're going to put a pressure plate on top of our spawning block, which is going to turn this black torch on, the second torch. And then on top of that second torch, we're going to have pistons. There we go. We're going to push Pigman off the edge once we get a block on it, but we'll put that on afterwards simply because it's going to be a pig otherwise.
Yeah,
so
you want to place the pressure plates last, because otherwise you'll get pushed off the edge.
Yeah, we had that a few times, making some of these areas when we got a bit tired. But yeah, we want to put pistons, sticky pistons, all the way along here. You can use normal pistons, I guess, if you really, really wanted to, but most of the time the mobs glitch through them. Obviously, with this sort of configuration, wouldn't exactly work too good either. Best to stick it to what we tell you to do. Oops. Yeah, that happens if you put it in the wrong place. So don't. If the piston's sticking out, you put it in the wrong place. Once you've done that, it's probably best to put your roof on before you put any blocks on, because you can actually access up here before you put the roof on. So, and the reason why you need to cover this all up, if you don't cover this entire roof up, that's what will actually spawn on this top layer spawning pads. It won't spawn any of the lower layers, but it will spawn on the top layers. That's just something else you want to be aware of as well when you're building this. You can spawn things that are unwanted.
Like gas.
Yeah, just bring stuff. Just be prepared. Like you might need to bring some weapons with you.
Yeah.
Also, when you're building this as well, you will spawn the odd pigman or two. Careful where you're punching.
Whoa. Wait a second here.
Oh man.
There we go.
Right. Now we've done this, I think we should put the back on, shouldn't we?
Yep.
So what I'd suggest you do is put a junk block here, and just basically bridge this across. Use half slab on top of that. Then you can basically go around and put your blocks on there. Sticky pistons ready. Look at this is going so quick.
Oh,
I'm hoping if people are like really struggling with this, pause it. I've recorded this in HD. Also, I'm going to produce a world file for you guys with the finished article, but it's going to have it's going to be 32 blocks across, not 16. I basically pre-built this in a creative world so you guys can see it. Shouldn't worry about that too much. Once you've done this, come to this end part here. Do the same thing as you've done over there. Place your chunk block down. So, bridge it across. Half slab on top of that. These half slabs are very important because otherwise you'll have pigmen spawning.
Well, before you do that, you probably want to put in the the pressure plates.
Oh yeah. You might want to do that too. Yeah, before we seal that off, you might want to put pressure pads down all the way across here. You're going wrong, man. You're making me nervous.
Just saying.
Making me look unprofessional and shit. How dare you? Oh man. But yeah. Once you've done that, you pretty much want to remove all this all the way back to where you came from. And what you're going to do now, you're going to need to leave a one gap before you start the next layer. So pretty much like before, rather than delete all this, what you need to think about is you need to count down 5 blocks from this top ladder block here. So ignore the half slab that you placed on top to bed spawning. Go down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the pro tip would be to, if you click towards the ladder with your junk block, so it'll actually place a block behind you really easily, so you can actually climb on top of it. You ain't going to try and like glitch around the side and, you know what I mean, like that sort of thing and mess it all up. And you know what I mean, you ain't going to fall off and kill yourself like we did several times.
Yeah.
But basically you're going to want to bridge over again. For each level of spawning pad like we're going to make, you're going to have to bridge over every single time to make it legitimately. So we'll do the first 2 like this, just to show you guys how it's done. Semi-legitimately, because obviously we're just flying around all over the freaking place. But basically each spawning layer is going to look like this. Top one is sort of thing. So when you've gone down here, you need to do exactly the same thing. Right, that's spawning already.
Yeah. It is.
We're going to do exactly the same thing. We're doing half slabs like that. Is the problem? So you need to come out. You need to place junk blocks like so. You got to think. Let's count this right before you start. So you got to think. That's a layer gap. There's your piston. There's the block of redstone. So what you want to do here is place your first spawning pad like that. Yep. Same on the other side. Block down. Exactly the same as last time. You make the first spawning pad like this if you wanted to, and then you can just basically pile it all along. It's no big deal. The only problem is you need to put these half slabs every single layer, because between this block here and top block, they can actually spawn inside of these torches, and yeah, it's going to cause problems. But it's very tileable. It's just going to tile all across. So, like Undertaker's doing here, you can basically run along, do your first layer of spawning pads, and then do your torches, and then do the second layer of the joining pad just for the redstone. And it's just very easy to tile once you've got that rhythm going. There's a few of you helping. It goes so quickly, doesn't it? Once you get a rhythm, there's a few of you going, and like bunches of you doing different jobs. Like one of the guys running down, placing all the torches, right? The next guy is placing all the next blocks, and then another guy comes along and places all the half slabs. You know what I mean? It's just
I actually did about I did about 5 layers myself in about an hour once I got in the rhythm. It was really quick once you get in the rhythm.
Yeah. Once, as long as you got all the blocks with you as well. Like, I'd suggest to anyone building this, if you're going to do it, bring all the blocks that you're going to need up front. You know what I mean? Like, we took like a double chest worth of building blocks. We took a double chest full of redstone gear and everything else with it, so... Man, I actually found it easier, Undertaker. You know, if you place these half slabs first, you can actually just run along with your cursor face to the ceiling of the half slab and just basically click and run along. Sometimes you double it up, but you know, you can do once or twice you'll do that. But like before, you've done all this now. Before we put any pressure plates down, place your junk block down, cover this end over. I'll do that instead. And then you're not going to get self-trapped and stuff. But someone, like, once you've done this bit, someone will be going ahead and doing that ahead of you. That, like... Yeah, you're going to block me in, aren't you?
No, I'll leave the half slab off so you can get out.
It's all good. So all we got left now is the pressure plates. Now we're seeing it's so much easier if there's 2 of you. So if you're going to build this on the server, make sure you got some people that are willing to help, and they're not like numpties with redstone. Otherwise, you're going to be telling them every single step of the way what to do. That's 2 layers done, and what I would suggest, simply because of the baby pigman, just fill this one lap up here, and the same on the other side. Simply because, as they're falling down, baby pigmen do have a small chance of falling and landing in a small gap. These gaps on the side here should be okay because they can't jump more than 1 block high, so a block and a half isn't going to be a problem. Even if they are chicken jockeys, it's no big deal. So anyway, I'm going to pause this recording. I don't know about you, Undertaker, but I'm going to basically pause this. We're going to basically beast out the next 5 layers, no 4 layers even, and get the 6 layers, get all the 6 pads done, and we'll bring you straight back, and we'll work on adding in a drop, chicken jockey filter, and obviously the killing drop afterwards, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Oh baby. So yeah, I'm going to time lapse this just in case we decide to do it quick enough, which I'm sure we will do, and then I'll bring you guys back. See you in a minute, guys. Hey guys, welcome back. Me and Undertaker just blitzed through this beast. It didn't take long at all with 2 of us in creative. But like I said, if you're going to build this, at least set aside a good 5-6 hours. If you do it on your own, maybe 3 to 4 tops. Doing it with someone else that's inexperienced. If someone that's experienced, I think now me and Undertaker now to make this. We probably better blast this out in like 3 hours tops. Depending on how many knockbacks we have with lack of materials and whatnot. But yeah, this is what you should see from the outside. As you can see, it looks very pretty. But what we need to do now, we need to think about those little chicken jockeys. So I've actually pre-counted all this. Lava, we're going to put a lava blade in. And we don't want the lava to actually affect the spawning of this. Like at this moment, there's like a 2 light levels coming from the redstone torches, and lava blocks actually produce 14 light levels. But every block away from each lava block is blocks like that. Every block away from the lava is 1 light level less. So we need to go 14 blocks at least, or maximum away from these this spawning pad. So if we can go about 13 blocks down, I say.
Yeah.
And then go 14 actually for the signage. Also, one. If I can't place anything, oh yes, let's pressure plate. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 blocks below, you need to do the same trick from the main ladder where you've towered up. Just basically bridge around, come down this way at the bottom of the 14 blocks, and just like bridge across and start building from there. Probably a good idea to have feather falling or some ender pearls. I've noticed. Obviously, you're gonna have to do a lot of falling or jumping down and stuff. Otherwise, you're gonna have struggle getting around. So ender pearls is probably a good thing in this area. Making this farm. Pro tip. We did actually make a gaps. We used half slabs to fill this gap in last time. When we made our farm, but one thing I've noticed since then is every now and again the baby pigments sometimes land in the very small gaps. Very rarely, but they still do it, which is going to affect your efficiency. So from the off, it's probably best just to make a solid wall all the way down this fall, just to keep them in line to where you want them to fall. And we didn't think about that, did we?
No, we didn't.
I only thought about it earlier when I was testing this thing out.
Yeah, I didn't
new
even
snapshot. We're in 1.7.4 at the moment. Currently, at the moment, there's snapshots for the pre-release of 1.8, but we could record in that. Wanted to. It still does work, but at the moment they got a problem where, for some reason, error where Pigman 8 always dropping gold, which will be fixed. But to show you the demonstration of this thing fully working, we thought we'd use the official release at the moment, but it is going to be working. I did look at the fault log is the bug tracker, isn't it?
Yeah.
I did look at the bug tracker, and they have actually reported it is an actual fault. It's not like they haven't nerfed Pigman to not drop nuggets anymore, so I won't worry about that. So we're just going to quickly bleach through this. Yeah, there's it doesn't matter which way you do it, it's going to take a little while just to call this out. It's going to take a hell of a lot of blocks do this, but now we've done this, you should have something that looks like this, which is just like a big old tube bottom. What you need to get now, I've actually calculated it. If you're going to do it as big as we planned this farm, which is 32 blocks down, you're going to need at least 64 signs. If you're going to make it this big, you will get less drops, but actually get you can get a lot less signage for this. How much we're going to need? 16 blocks, so we're going to need 32 signs if which is 2 stacks of 16. I'm good at maths, eh? YOLO. Probably going to need at least, I'd say at least 8 to 10 buckets of lava, but preferably, make it look nice. I'd bring 32 buckets. You're going to make it this big, or a stack of buckets. Get the original size. But yeah, it should look something like this. So what's going to happen is, every now and again, you'll get a chicken jockey, and they'll casually fly down really slowly, la 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 la, as if they're not, because they're jerks. And then, but the thing is that when they hit this lava, it's going to kill the chicken, but not the baby pigman. And the baby pigman will just keep falling. Like he wants to. Oh my god, look at this mess you made. Jerk.
There's lava everywhere!
Oh my gosh! I'm also getting rid of this redstone, we don't need any more of that. But yeah, you're gonna need a hell of a lot of what's the name blocks. But anyway, what I'm going to do now, we need to count from this half slab here, 30 blocks, including these signs. Sorry, including these signs, 30 blocks down. So this block here where the sign is 1 block. You can count down another 29 blocks from there. So let's do that real quick. 2, 3, 4, 40, 50, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 9. So now they've got a 30 block fall. The reason it's a 30 block fall is to make sure that they definitely die. I'm sure they thought they'd die after 25 blocks, but this guarantees it, just in case the lava slows them down just that itty bitty bit, which I guarantee it probably wouldn't, but you know, you'll be safe. And what we're going to do, we're going to spend some time just filling this big gap here because it's going to take forever to do. So we're going to just do it really quick, and then we'll bring you back and we'll make the landing pad with the hoppers and show you how to make a basic storage system. See you in a little while. Right, guys, we just blitzed through that in like what, 5 minutes flat.
Yeah.
I will warn you. This is why we said it'll take a few hours, even if you were the fastest person in the world, because this is a big fucking load of blocks to place down. But they are important. We did it at community about 4 when we did this part. But yeah, it's definitely a really big build, and you will get a lot of weird like glitches going on. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Minecraft, but one of those things. But anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to work on some basic storage and where they're going to land. So what we need to do, we need to think about before, like when we used to, like when I was saying before, we used to have that technique where basically place a block behind you, want to sort of bridge around. But we're going to do that for you here, just to show you. We want to make sure it's a lower half slab, lower part of the block, so nothing spawns, otherwise you might get gas and all sorts of which is no good. You want to make sure it's like 1 or 2 blocks below this bit, because the thing is, this is going to produce a hell of a lot of nuggets, which, can't you? You was like the first person to test this and got like what? You got 2 stacks in 12 hours.
Yeah.
That's a blocks. That's not a nuggets, that's blocks. That's 2 stacks of 9 stacks of ingots. 18 stacks of ingots. Oh man, even more nuggets.
It was
we
awesome.
worked this out. If you make this full size, 32 blocks deep, it's about 2,000 nuggets or 10 to 11 blocks an hour, depending on if anyone else is on the server. Anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to place a temporary block at the front of this here. This is where you need your scaffolding blocks again. You're going to get the hoppers out. You're going to place the first one hopper is going to be dedicated to the end block here, and there's another hopper is going to go into the side of that. Yeah, like that. Yeah, and then they're all going to go into that. We're all going to go facing into each other like this. So there's 2 lines running directly downwards into each other. But the last one's going to direct into this main hopper sort of thing going on. Now it might look unsymmetrical, so if you wanted to, you can actually have the 2 hoppers facing out. Or whatever you want to do, but what we're going to do is we're just going to put basically, if you get a double chest like so, you can basically double that double chest up, placing it 1 block forward, and then as Undertaker is going to demonstrate, placing a hopper into that one. So you've got 2 chests worth of storage. What I would suggest, if you go and have a look at a tutorial and find out how to do a filter system, I would suggest you filtering out any feathers and all sorts of extra junk that but if you want to do this ready for 1.8, I'd make a filter system so you get all the extra item drops. Simply because now villagers don't trade rotten flesh now?
Yes, they do. In the new
Yeah.
snapshot, they do.
Yeah, so there you go. So we're gonna, if you want to, I'd suggest you go look it up. Just look up storage filter system, whatever, just a basic one. And all you want to do is filter the gold from the rotten flesh, from the odd feathers you might get from the chickens, which I doubt you'll get many of, to maybe some magma creams if they fall. But temporarily, what we're going to do just to finish this off, what you want to do is temporarily make a hole in here. The only reason why, make this a bit better. In case you have to come in and do any maintenance or whatever, it's probably a good idea to put a half slab on top of all these hoppers. Just cause. Don't worry, Pigman will land, they will die on this hill. What's going to happen is the hoppers will actually suck the items through the half slab. So once you've done that, that's all ready to go. If you really wanted to, you could probably put some glass on this front bit here if you have loads of extra time, but this is pretty much it. This is the farm done, you know. Alright, this one looks pretty compared to our one. We made a right mess of the first. Version 1 was a right mess. We had to loads of extra redstone, which is completely unneeded. So we're gonna have to tear that bugger down. But one of these days, we'll actually get around to showing you the ass crack server, no doubt, and that'll be that. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you how to make a small AFK room. What you need to do is make a small pad of glass. I'd suggest you use 7 by 7 all around. So that's basically 3 blocks away from each side of this center block here. So, and then just square it off like this. While master way. Hint. Once you've done that, once you've done that, I'd suggest using a rail and minecart to AFK on, simply because you won't lose any hunger that way. But what happens is sometimes the rails will be faced the wrong way like this, and I'll say the wrong way for now. You'll understand why in a second. But if you just place another rail next to it, it'll soon turn it around. And then what you do, just place glass all around this. So you can see, and it looks pretty. Oh right, you clicked it down, I clicked in there. So what'll happen is, you'll AFK inside this cart, your head will be inside glass, it's just aesthetics, and the glass here will actually stop Pigman spawning on here, you're not in it. But once you AFK in there, you won't lose any hunger bars. You can sit in it for hours, days even, and you won't lose it. I won't suggest doing it for days, but you know. The reason why we made this at least 7 by 7 wide, this pad, because if you made it any smaller, when you come out of this, it'll just fall to the ground. But if you're standing here right now, we can see all those pigmen are going freaking apeshit. If you can see them there. The reason why they're going apeshit is because we're 128 blocks above the bedrock, and can't spawn on bedrock. Only spawn where we've let them spawn inside of there, because we were uber careful, haven't we? We're like pro. We've stood here for like 2 seconds now. If we go right down, if we jump down here now, you'll see there's already quite a bit of gold. Should be stacking up here in a minute. Yep. Oh, we can't get past this block here. Right, this block here.
That's not working.
Yeah, you need to put a stair here. Just before we leave you with it, you go, oh, there's no gold coming through. So just put a stair block there. It'll mean this can open. You don't need to open this second chest, but if you can't open it, hoppers won't drain into it. So there we go. Yeah, we've got gold coming through now. We've got rotten flesh coming through now. So yeah, what's going to happen is this will fill up. And look, we've only been up there for 2 seconds. We've got 19 gold already. You know what I mean? And this is not even full size. This is like 30. This is 16 blocks.
That's half size. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like half size. Like, you know what I mean? If you make it half size, I just suggest you probably expect to cut the numbers in half. So instead of getting 10 blocks an hour, you'll be getting 5. You know, it's up to you. It's worth making it the full size. I definitely would do it. I'd spend like a few days just caving, collecting all the iron, all the redstone. You know, collecting all the cobble, smelting it all into something nice, and you'll have a nice, really nice looking farm like this. It looks pretty beautiful, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, a lot better than the first one.
It's ribbed for her pleasure.
Oh baby.
But anyway, if you struggle with this, I'm going to post a link to Creative World where you're going to see this machine. I'll give the link to Undertaker for your viewers as well, dude. And you can post that too, no doubt, for your viewers, just people that missed mine. And yeah, any problems, leave a comment. I'm sure Undertaker's just as capable as I am to answer any questions for our little creation here. And yeah, good luck. Hope this helps, you know. And if you want to add to that?
I don't think so. I think you covered it all.
Yeah? I know, I can talk shit for hours, mate.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Any trouble, give us a shout, and we'll be more than happy to help. Don't just swear at us first. Ask us. If you're useless afterwards, feel free.
Yeah.
Hate or you will. Bye.
Later, guys.